Well, hey everybody. Welcome back to the shop. We're fixing to head out here and troubleshoot this little Mercury Mariner. I don't know how that's going to turn out, but I'll let you people be the judge. Welcome back to the shop. We're going in here and get this done. Somebody needs to take trash out. Somebody got lazy. But anyway, today, man, we're going to troubleshoot this 2005 Mercury Mariner. I can't remember what they call it. Patriot or something. I don't know. 3.0 V6. Crank, no start. Finally got the battery to do what it needed to do, and I really didn't do anything but from the first video or second video of this thing is do nothing but push it from that spot to this spot and put that truck there. I didn't even get in the car. My son's done all that, so it's a mystery as to what we're going to find here. But anyway, no crank, no start. And I said I was going to use YouTube to fix this thing. So went through a bunch of videos on this stuff, and it's the same stuff, crank no start, you need fire, you need fuel, you need air, it's the same thing all over the board. So anyway, what I'd like for y'all to do, man, you watch this thing, and we'll get busy here in just a second. If I miss something to figure out why this thing won't at least try to start, please leave a comment. And we'll just make it a group project because the YouTube crap just ain't working. But anyway, here we go. Now I do have the cover off of the throttle linkers because I've got a funny feeling that I need that all so I can get to that right there to open this up and be able to run that throttle and maybe shoot some starting fluid through there, but we'll find out here in just a little bit. All right, here we go. First thing we need is fuel. Oh, and I'll have to get in here and there. All right, here we go. Let's see if we hear a fuel pump. I hear it. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it. So it's priming. So I got this thing started earlier. Well, not started, but I got the power to the battery so I can get some electric on it. And, if you remember the first video when I brought this thing in here, I said 175,000 miles. Have no problem working on something with 175,000 miles. But I found something very freaking interesting when I got the electric to it. And here we go. Let's see if she'll fire up here and we'll zoom you in. 194,000 miles. That's cause for concern. This might be an exercise in futility or whatever. By the time we get done with this, y'all let me know. Oh, we're gonna leave the key on because we know the fuel pump's working and we don't know if it's getting fuel. And I've looked all over this thing for a Schrader valve or something, and I really don't want to go through the trouble of hooking up the freaking fuel pressure thing and gauge and all that stuff. So what I'm looking at is I'm thinking maybe the crankshaft sensor went out, maybe the camshaft sensor went out. It don't have fire, you know, that kind of thing. So, and before anybody start hauling fuses, I've already been in this box. I've checked everything on it. Ain't nothing wrong with any of these fuses. Matter of fact, the fuse that runs the coils is also the fuse that runs the fuel injectors. So, you know, everything should be cool on the electrical part. At least we hope. So we're gonna, I've already loosened these up because I knew what I was gonna do. So we're gonna pull a few plug wires here. And I bought a new spark plug. It ain't the one that goes this thing, but I bought a new spark plug. So we'll throw that thing in there and we'll let it get something we can get some ground. And let's see if we can get some spark. Yeah, I'll get you in there. All right. Where's my, there it is. All right. Let's turn it around because it's just firing towards, man, crap. Boot came on. All right. Sorry guys, man. This is what I'm dealing with. See where it just keeps freaking coming on. So hang on. We'll see if I can stay on there. All right. Let's turn this spark sideways and see what happens. All right, here we go. All right, so we got spark. Though be it, I think it's just not, it's not where it needs to be. So maybe the coil's bad on this cylinder. So let's get back one or two. First, let's get this screw back in here so that thing stays where it's supposed to go. So let's get back to, I can't remember what side this engine is. I think everybody calls this side over here the right side, this side the left side. So let's go back here to the back one. And let's see what we have on that one. Where am I screwed? There it is. So let's see what we have on this one. Oops, sorry. So we're going to put our spark plug back in here. Probably run it under something. See if we can't keep contact with something grounded. All right, let's see what this back cylinder says. Not bad. So, sorry. So now, I guess what we do is to remove all this pine straw crap out of the way. That's going to take 2 or 3 days of cleaning to get that crap out of this motor. Let's go to the middle one. All right, let's see what that one says. If I can get it out there. All right, here we go. Everything's intact. Spark plug on. Come on. There we go. I got her that time. All right, let's see what happens this time. All right. All right. Looks to me like we got an intermittent fire or intermittent fire. Sorry. The fire looks real weak, right? I mean, I think I could blow and knock that stuff out. So, what does that tell you? Nothing. We know the fuses are good. We know it's getting spark, though be it not what it needs. So now what is it? I mean, what does that tell you? It tells me that maybe I might want to shoot some starting fluid down that intake and just see if it'll try to fire. Because you would think, I mean, seriously, I'm not good with this electronic crap. I don't know what does what. I just know check fuses, check coil for spark, check, those kind of things. So that's why it's going to turn into leave a comment below. All right. So with 194,000 miles on the motor, we got weak spark. Still got to figure out what tells what to do what. I mean, if we got a crank sensor bad, first off, the RPM gauge will be moving. We wouldn't have spark. Now, does that system run through the cam sensor system? If it does, then we got an issue of maybe a cam sensor's bad, so it's running on low voltage just to get it where it needs to go. I'm hating new stuff. But anyway, that's where we're at. I already covered we're going to do a compression test, period, before we go any farther. So we got to take this whole thing off. Whole thing. We got to do unimaginable stuff. And then when we get back up in here, man, and we start messing around, there's no telling what hoses is going to break, what's going to break off the plumb. You know what I'm saying? New cars. Crap. If you can find an older car and bring it back to life, that's what you need to do. That's the reason I keep an 85 sitting out there. And I just get tied up in other things. But anyway, I guess as far as we're going to go on this one right here, I got to take this plenum off so I can get to the back cylinders. And before we do anything else, I need to do a compression test on this engine. I know you can look through this. You see the timing chain sitting right there? So it's on there. I mean, it's there. We don't know about this back timing chain. And we're not going to know until we take the back valve cover off. And there's no sense in doing that until we find out if this whole back system ain't working with the compression test. And then, that's another thing. This little project, I paid $300 for the car. I paid $150 to get it towed down here. I haven't done anything to it besides hook up the battery charger, the starting, a little start button. And I looked on, what was it? Kelley Blue Book, that's just funny as crap. But anyway, that's because I know the used car industry. They got this car on there, say it's worth $1,500. I'm like, okay, $1,500. So I paid $450. The budget on the car is $800 to $900. not counting tires, that kind of thing, but just to make sure that it runs. So I'm kind of concerned with it being at 194,000 miles, and you know, I mean, if it's a timing chain, a couple of $100, yeah, well, you know, it'll last my stepson, my son, you know, a couple of years or whatever, maybe, depending on the compression on the cylinders. So it's all downhill from here. But if you all see something I missed as far as diagnosing this thing, let me know. But we're going to go in here and grab some starting fluid, hit that, and then the video is about gone. The shop is full of crap. I got to do something about this thing as fast as possible. The poor boy, he's putting, you know, like a half a gallon of water a day down that little 3.1, and I know it's got a bloat head gasket or a warp head, but it's got 230,000 miles on it. You know, I mean, the first thing I'd have to do is change the radiator, tear the motor down, take the heads, have them resurfaced. It ain't worth it. The car is just not worth it. If it's got fuel injection on it, and you run it till it gets to that point, don't bother. It's just a waste of money and time. But let's see if this thing will at least try to fire. All right, here we go. Give me a second. We're going to pull this off. All right, let's see if I can find somewhere to set you. My phone holder it's not doing too well. Give me a second. Well, anyway, you're just going to have to take word for it. We're going to take some cha-ching, this stuff right here. We're going to open that throttle body up, spray it down there, and then we're going to hit the key and see what happens. All right, so just hang on. All right, let's see what she does. Not a pop. But again, that's where I am. If y'all see something I missed or something I need to check, let me know. Other than that, that's about the end of the video. And then we'll, you know, depending on what I have to do with this car, we'll get back to the C10. He called me up a few days ago, and he's got a little S10 pickup. And instead of working on this right now, he wants to get his air conditioning and stuff working on his truck, because he's getting to the point he needs air conditioning. But I think that's in the next week or two, and then we'll be back on this, and I'll shoot that other video. I think I'm gonna make it a one-parter. It's gonna be real fast, so follow along, don't skip through. And then we'll get back to turning wrenches on that thing. But there you go, man. And I still got the S10 sitting out there. I got to get out there and charge the battery and do with all that. But if you guys, you know, if you guys see me, I mean, this is not me. This is so foreign, it's pathetic. So, you know, if I miss some kind of diagnosis down here, or you understand why them spark plugs ain't firing like they're supposed to be, you know, tell me. I mean, is it the PCM? Is it, heck, I don't know. I don't even know how to test that crap, but I'll figure it out. I just hate for a car that looks like this, man, to go to the junkyard. it's a perfect car. The little thing that's missing off right there, it's in the back seat. I found that the other day. So anyway, like I said, V6, 3.0, crank, no start. We got fuel because I sprayed it in there, and we got spark because we seen it, although be it ain't right. What next? Timing. You know, and the only way to check that is like the compression thing. It's a lot of time, and is it worth it for an engine that has 193,000 or 194,000 miles on it? Leave some comments below, man. Let me know, and then I will proceed accordingly. We will. Oh, sorry. We will see y'all next time. I just threw this up. I gotta get out here and get some mowing done. I got some gutters to clean. But there you go. We will see y'all on the next visit to this or the C10. Y'all take care and stay safe.